welcome to Let's Talk Bible. This week we are in John chapter 5. We're going to look at verse 1 through 5, and we are going to start talking about the Jesus healing the lame man, the man that obviously could not walk. And we're going to cover this, and we're going to look at this and see what all we learn from Jesus's perspective that we get from John, from the disciples' perspective that we get from John, and the people's perspective and the Jews' perspective as well that we see in the book of John here. We are going to look and see what verse 1 has to say. It says in verse 1, "Afterward Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holidays." Verse 2 says this, "Inside the city, near the sheep gate, was the pool of Bethesda, with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches." Verse 4, "For an angel of the Lord came from time to time and stirred up the water, and the first person to step in after the water was stirred was healed of whatever disease he had. One of the men laying there had been sick for 38 years. Okay, so let's go back and look at what this is really talking about. Let's go back. Going back. So after Jesus went and he did what he did in Galilee and did that second miracle, now we're caught up to this point, to verse 1. Jesus was going to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holidays. So, Jewish holiday, Jesus is going to Jerusalem. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of Bethesda with 5 covered porches. So, Bethsaida was a place where, obviously, where we read the scripture, was a place where people could come with whatever sickness they had, whether they were lame, they were blind, paralyzed, and they would sit on that porch. They would sit on the porch and they would wait until this time a year whenever an angel would come down, stir the water, and then they would go get in the water, and whoever got to the water first was the person who would receive the healing that they needed. And obviously, here we find, especially in verse 5, we find a man who is lame. And this lame man was lying there and in the condition that he was in, wasn't able to walk, wasn't likely to do a whole lot for himself, was lying there for 38 years. That's a long time to have a condition like this, and no one have an answer to how they can be, not having the medicine that they have now, to where they have the wheelchairs that we have and the advanced medicine that we have. Had none of that. Didn't know what this was, didn't know what specific disease it was, didn't know, the doctors at that time didn't know how to treat it, didn't know what to do for it. If you're lame, you're lame around this time. And there's nothing really that any one person, a person, could do to heal, help humans did not have the answer to being lame. And honestly, there are still some things that humans, doctors, cannot do. And no disrespect to their profession, but, they're human. They can only do so much. And, it's hard to tell how this person was lame. It doesn't tell us how he was lame. It tells us how long he's been lame for, how long he's been sick. It doesn't tell us anything other than that he was lame. And, there could be biological reasons why. There could be many reasons why he was in the condition he was in. And could be many reasons why he was where he was. So, whenever we look at this and we look and see that he was sick for a very, very, very long time, 38 years of your life. Could you imagine 38 years of your life dealing with something like this? I know that a lot of people probably still end up dealing with it, but that is, something that can really be crippling. And that can really hurt, because, whenever you've not been able to do anything for yourself for a very long amount of time, that helps nobody. That doesn't help you. It doesn't help anything. So, of course, we're going to have Jesus walking up on the scene, doing what he does, but, in this video, we can't get there right now. Right now, all this is just, letting us know what is happening at this time, letting us know why Jesus is there, letting us know that, these people come once a year to receive healing. And it's only one person that can enter, and whoever gets in first is healed. And of course, it's not the angel's fault that it's that way. It's just, that's how it was set up. And that's how it was done. So, whenever we look at this, we have to look at it and understand all of this story to really understand everything. That's why even in videos like this, whenever it's really just letting you know a lot of the background, it's still important to talk about it, and it's still important to inform you instead of just jumping into the story and you not knowing how Jesus got there, why Jesus was there, anything about Bethsaida, and really knowing what it is that the reason why this person was there, the reason why Jesus was there, you wouldn't have the background. So in videos like this, it's always important for us to understand that these videos are for background purposes. These videos are to help us to understand that we shouldn't just jump right into a story without knowing the whole context. So, as we have looked at the context, in the next video, like I said, we will be looking and seeing what Jesus and this lame man say and talk about. And it's going to get interesting. We're going to be able to see Jesus do another miracle. We're going to be able to see the importance of obedience. And we're going to be able to see what happens in the next video. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share the video.